Even though most people doubt the efficacy of septic tanks, it is still the most go-to waste management option for most homeowners in Ghana. That's simply because septic systems have proven over the years to be one of the most effective means of managing solid waste in this part of the world. So in this video, I'm basically going to show you how to construct a septic tank and construct it to a perfect condition or a perfect system that will work as a means of managing your solid waste in your dream house. When it comes to septic systems as a means of managing solid waste, it is a system that requires that you have a holding tank as the means of waste management. Unlike the biodigester that's not a holding tank, that requires a soak away, that means that the wastewater must immediately be flushed out and be taken out of the biodigester. Septic systems do not require you to separate the water immediately from the solid when it's flushed from the house or when it's flushed from the toilet. You need a holding tank. The bigger, the better. On this network, we do videos about septic systems, about biodigesters, and about soakaways for waste management for homeowners in Ghana. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe and be part of us. So in septic systems, the holding tank means that for you not to require a truck to come and have it pulled out or come and have it dislodged, you need a bigger tank that will last you a longer time. And the easiest and the best way to construct this is to construct three chambers. And these three chambers means that there's a bigger chamber first, and then there's a second bigger chamber, and then there's a third one, which ideally must be a soakaway. So your three chamber septic system is always the best form of septic system. And it is the best form of septic system because the first holding tank, when it gets to a level, then the residue must move into the second chamber, and then it must move into a third chamber before you have a soakaway attached to it. The idea of the soakaway means that when the solid settles, then the wastewater, the excess wastewater, can go into a soakaway that will allow the tank to last for you a longer time. It also means that you need to meet certain conditions, and one of those key conditions is that the ground has to be good. The ground should be able to soak enough water from the soakaway that the tank will not get full. This scenario usually does not work well if the ground is waterlogged, because water will be seeping in from the ground and basically make your septic system get full earlier than expected, which means that you require a truck to have it dislodged. And dislodging means that you are basically throwing away your hard-earned pocket money. A septic tank basically works in such a way that you have to have chambers done. The best chambers that work for septic tanks are the three chambers, where there's the first chamber, and then there's the second chamber, and then there's the third chamber. So there's an overflow tank whereby after the solid settles down, you can have the water going into the next chamber, and then it can also settle down, and then it can go into the third chamber. Then there's the soak away where the wastewater can be floated slowly into the earth surface. Because the bottom of the septic tank is sealed, most of the time the human waste will have to settle. If you're lucky and the water goes into your soak away and then the ground is good enough and is able to soak the water, then obviously it will last you a longer time. Then you don't have to worry because then human waste or the solubles will settle down and then it can break down slowly and then it can become like sand at the base of it. Some people have used septic tanks over the years and they've not had any problem, but mostly depending on the area in which the property is located and the type of soil that they meet when the septic tank is done. On the other hand, if you are not able to get the wastewater or the water to be soaked into the ground, then it means that you will need a truck to come and help you dislodge it periodically. The problem I've realized over the years is that most people have a shorter timeline for the dislodging, and that's what becomes the problem for them. If you have to dislodge every 3 months or every 6 months, and the cost that you are going to incur in dislodging is 500 or 600 cedis, considering how long you're going to live in that house and the number of people who are going to be using it
and then the how many times you have to dislodge in a year, all will go to affect your budget. So those are the considerations that most people will make. And because of the amount of work involved in constructing a septic tank, it might take you like 1 week, some take 2 weeks, some take 3 weeks. Because when you do the concrete at the base, you are required to leave it for it to dry enough before the blocks are laid on it. And then you need iron rods for the top cover. Space required for a septic tank is key. Now, when you do construct the septic tank, you also need to make sure that the space or the depth is important when it comes to septic tanks. Septic tanks works in such a way that the water and the human waste are going to stay together in the same place, which means that the deeper, the better. If you have enough feet going down with dark wall, if you're able to dig 20 feet or 15 feet and they do not meet water, then the better for you. It will take you a long time for two things to happen. Either the human waste likely will settle down slowly for you, and then the soak away will work well, whereby it will not come to the top for you to get full, and that will require you needing a truck to come and dislodge. And the second thing is the longer the human waste stays in the septic tank, the better it's able to break down to a level whereby it can settle at the base, and then the water can go into the overflow tank, and then it can go into the soak away for the soak away to do its part of the work. You are also supposed to take into account the environment that is being done. You also mean that the more sandy the soil is, the better it is for you. If it's a clay area, it's not bad, but if it's a waterlogged area, it means that it's possible for leakage to happen. Another good thing about septic tank is that if it's constructed well, all the pipes that are coming from the house, whenever you have to lay them, will not be a problem. Because if the septic tank is 15 feet or 20 feet deep, or let's say 10 feet, and the pipes that the plumber is laying from the house is coming into the septic tank, will come and fall, let's say at the base at 3 feet or 2 feet or 4 feet even. It's not a problem for you because then you can do a pavement in the house, and then those pipes can be buried because most people do not like their pipes showing when they construct their when they are doing the compound. They prefer the pipes all to be buried underground. And septic tank works in this situation well because then the pipes can always be buried. The type of seed that you're going to use is also not a problem. You can decide to use your P trap or you can use your S trap because then the pipe can be buried, and then even if it's taking up to 4 feet to go into the septic tank, it's not going to be a problem because there's enough chamber or enough space at the base for human waste to come and for the water itself to come to a level before you might require dislodging. If your soakaway is working well, then it means that you do not have a problem when you do construct a septic tank. The reason why most septic tanks do not work, there's water in the ground one, and then you cannot dig that deep. So you are forced to just do the tank at the surface without having to dig too much because water table is very high. You dig 4 or 5 feet, then you meet water in the ground. So that's where the biodigester come in. So your biodigester can go 4 or 5 feet depth, right? And then the reason why the septic also work is because most of the time you do attach a traditional soakaway to it. So you have a holding tank one, you have a holding tank two, and then you have the overflow into a traditional soakaway where the solid settles at the base and then water goes into the soakaway so that you can sip around the earth surface, right?